Good morning, children. Up to now, in the foundation, we completed sequence and series, matrices, determinants. Then let them. You will start the new topic. Before going to start the new topic, just we will see the synopsis of the previous chapters and basic knowledge of the upcoming chapter. See, what is the variable? Children, so we'll see what is the variable. From 6th standard onwards, you are learning this terminology in the algebra: variable, constant, term, expression, equation. And so you will see what is the variable. Exactly definition you will see. A symbol which can take various numerical values, then it is called a variable. A symbol which can take various numerical values is called a variable. Normally, the example, the variable is denoted by x comma y comma z. And so you can see variable. A symbol which can take various numerical values, then it is called a variable. Then variable normally is denoted by the alphabets of x, y, z. For example, if you will see, previously you learned in the functions and polynomials, then f of x is equal to x plus 1. Find the values of f of x if x is equal to minus 1, 0, 1. Minus 1, 0, 1. At the time, what you did? Instead of x we substituted minus 1, then minus 1 plus 1, 0. Then f of 0 is equal to 0 plus 1, that is equal to 1. F of 1 is equal to 1 plus 1, that is equal to 2. If you will observe this example, instead of x we are taking the various numerical values. That is nothing but a variable. Then we will go for the next constant. What is the constant? It is a numeral value, it is a fixed value. But you can say, then normally the numerals are called constants. Then constant means it is a fixed value. For example, minus 1, for example, the cost of the any pen is 5 rupees. Cost of the pen is 5 rupees. The cost of the pencil is 2 rupees. Cost of the pen is 5 rupees, 2 rupees. Then it is a fixed, that won't be changed. The value of 2 or 5 it won't be changed in the entire problem. Then that is a constant. Next, then you will go for the variable, constant, then you will go for term. Then you will go for the term. What is the term? The combination of variable and constant is nothing but a term. Once again, term means a combination of variable and constant is nothing but a term. Now you will see, if you will see the example, then x comma y comma z are the variable, then 5 comma 2 comma 3 then that are the constant. Then combination of variable and constant, for example, you will see 2x plus 3y, 2x plus 3y plus 4z, different type of example for the terms. Now 2x square plus 3x plus 1, 2x plus 1, these are the example for the terms. You will see, if you will observe the term, here only 2x is there, here 2x plus 3y, here 2x plus 3y plus 4z, here 2x square plus 3x plus 1, 2x plus 1. Based on the number of terms we divided in the 4 types. For example, that has only one term, then it is called a monomial. If the expression having the 2 terms, then it is called a binomial. The expression having the 3 terms, then it is called a trinomial. If the expression having the more than 3 terms, for example, 3x square plus 4x plus y plus z like it is there, it is called a multinomial. Based on the number of terms, the expression divided into the few types. One, if the expression having the one term, it is a monomial. Expression having the two terms, it is a binomial. The expression having the three terms, it is a trinomial. The expression having the more than three terms, it is called a multinomial, irrespective of the number of variables. Based on the number of terms, we divided whether it is a monomial, binomial, trinomial or multinomial. Then next we will go for the expression. Already you know, in the previous classes expression. Then terms are connected by the plus or minus is nothing but a expression. The terms are connected by the plus or minus is nothing but a expression. This all are the example for the expression only. For example, you will see 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. 3x square plus 4x plus 4 is equal to 0. 3x square plus 4x plus 4 is equal to 0. 3x cube plus 5x square plus 6x plus 9 is equal to 0. This is an expression. Then these all are examples for the expression. Now you will see here I added the symbol equation is equal to 0, equality symbol and equal to 0. You will see 2x plus 1 is equal to 0, 3x square plus 4x plus 4 is equal to 0, 3x cube plus 5x square plus 6x plus 9 is equal to 0. That expressions having the symbol equal to 0, then it is called a equation. Only the difference between the expression and equation, the expression having the equality symbol equal to 0, then it is called a equation. Now we will come to the point of the equation. Based on the number of terms, we divided the terms in the different types. So it is a monomial, binomial, trinomial or multinomial. Come to the point of degree of the equation, we divided into the types of equation. Based on degree of the term, degree of the equation, we divided in the types of equation. Now you will see, first before going to that, what is the degree of the equation or expression? What is the degree of the equation or expression? Degree means highest exponent of the equation is nothing but a degree of the equation. See once again, highest exponent of the equation is nothing but a degree of the equation. Now you will see this example. Here highest exponent of this equation is, once again I am writing, then 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Equation degree. Then highest degree of this equation is 1. Now you will go for another example. 2x square minus 3x plus 4 is equal to 0. Highest degree of this equation is what? 2. Then I will go for the one more example. 3x cube plus 4x square minus 9x plus 6 is equal to 0. Then highest degree of this equation is 3. You see, based on the degree of the equation, the equations are divided into the few types. If you will see, then if the degree of the equation is 1, then what we call that equation is called linear equation. What we call, the degree of the equation is 1, then it is called a linear equation. If the degree of the equation is 2, then it is called a quadratic equation. What we call that is a quadratic equation. The degree of the equation is 3, then it is called a cubic equation. If we will go for the one more example, 4x to the power of 4, 3x cube plus 2x square minus x plus 1 is equal to 0. The degree of the equation is 4, then it is called a biquadratic equation. What we call that is a biquadratic equation. If the degree is 5, then it is called a fifth degree equation. From fifth degree 5 onwards we will call, if it is a degree is 5, fifth degree equation. If degree is 6, sixth degree equation. If degree is an nth degree equation. This is also we can call linear equation or first degree equation. This equation also we can call second degree equation or quadratic equation. This equation also we can call third degree equation or cubic equation. Then this equation also we can call fourth degree equation or biquadratic equation. Up to degree 4 we have the specific name. From fifth degree equation there is no specific name. Based on the degree only we will call that equation, if degree is an nth degree equation. Now today we will discuss about the new topic, that is a quadratic equation. Today we will discuss about the new topic, that is a quadratic equation. After quadratic equation we learn the theory of equation, that is nothing but in that you will get the cubic equation and biquadratic equation and nth degree equation solving will come. Then now we will see, today we will discuss about the new topic. What is that? Quadratic equation. Discuss about the new topic, that is a quadratic equation. To know the basic knowledge of the quadratic equation we discussed. In that, what is there? What is the variable? What is the constant? What is the term? What is the expression? What is the equation? In that specific equation degree is 2, then we call that is a quadratic equation. Now you will see general form of the quadratic equation. You will see first general form of the quadratic equation. An equation in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. An equation is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. A not equal to 0, a comma b comma c is belongs to real numbers or complex numbers. Here we call a comma b comma c are the constant, x is a variable. Once again you listen, equation in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, a not equal to 0, a comma b comma c is belongs to real or complex number, then it is called a quadratic equation. Here a comma b comma c are the coefficients of the quadratic equations, that is only constants of the quadratic equation, especially like a comma b comma c are the coefficients of the quadratic equation. Then here a is a coefficient of x square, b is a coefficient of x, c is a constant. Then you will see here we took the condition here ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. A should not be equal to 0, it is a mandatory condition. Why? Because you will see, if a is equal to 0, what happens? If a is equal to 0, what will happen? 0 into x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Then bx plus c is equal to 0. Now the degree of the equation is what? Degree is 1. If a is equal to 0, what happens? If degree is 1, the degree is 1, it's become a linear equation. It is not a quadratic equation. Then only while writing the quadratic equation, it is a mandatory condition ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, a not equal to 0. Then if b is equal to 0, we'll see ax square plus 0 into x plus c is equal to 0. What happens? Ax square plus c is equal to 0. What is the degree of this equation? 2. That means if b is equal to 0, if c is equal to 0, you will take what you will get? Ax square plus b plus 0 is equal to 0. That is nothing but ax square plus bx is equal to 0. Then here also degree is 2. Then b or c is equal to 0, it is not a problem. If a is equal to 0, then it is not a quadratic equation. Then if you will see this equation ax square plus c is equal to 0, if the equation in the form of ax square plus c is equal to 0, the equation is in the form of ax square plus c is equal to 0, then it is called a pure quadratic equation. What we call that is a pure quadratic equation. Pure quadratic equation. Pure quadratic equation. The general form of the pure quadratic equation is ax square plus c is equal to 0. Now we'll see next monic quadratic equation. Monic quadratic equation. The monic quadratic equation means the coefficient of x square is 1, then it is called a monic quadratic equation. That means x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This is a general form of the monic quadratic equation. Then we'll see once again quadratic equation, an equation in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, a not equal to 0, a comma b comma c is belongs to real or complex numbers. Here a comma b comma c are constants or coefficients of the quadratic equation. Here a is x square coefficient, b is a x coefficient, c is a pure constant. Then if b is equal to 0, the equation is called a, what we call the b is equal to 0, then the equation is called pure quadratic equation. If coefficient of x square is 1, that is nothing but a is equal to 1, that equation is called a monic quadratic equation. Now I will go for the roots of the quadratic equation. You will see roots of the quadratic equation. Roots of the quadratic equation or solution of the quadratic equation. Roots of the quadratic equation. For example, you will see here 2x plus 2 is equal to 0. 2x plus 2 is equal to 0. If we will solve this equation, what happens? 2x is equal to minus 2, x is equal to minus 1. X is equal to minus 1 is a solution of this equation. 2x plus 2 is equal to 0. That means if you minus 1 you will substitute in this equation, it satisfies. Means 2 minus 1 plus 2 is equal to 0. Then minus 2 plus 2, that is equal to 0 is equal to 0. It is satisfied. That means here the equation is linear equation. It has possible one solution. Come to the point of the quadratic equation. Is the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. The linear equation has one solution. The same way, then quadratic equation has two solutions. Quadratic equation has two solutions. Cubic equation has three solutions, like that. Nth degree equation has n solution. Now we will see. Now we will learn the how to find the roots or solutions of the quadratic equation. We will use three methods. There are three ways to finding the roots of the quadratic equation. Then first one is a quadratic formula. Then second one is by using the factorization method. Third one, perfect square method. And also you can use by using the trial and error method. Also you can find the roots of the quadratic equation by using the factor theorem and remainder theorems. Now you will see by using the quadratic formula how to find out the quadratic equation roots. You will see by using the quadratic formula. By using the quadratic formula, I will derive the formula. Nothing but a formula is minus b plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Minus b plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Normally you will see the derivation of this equation, that formula. Already you know linear equation has one root, the quadratic equation has two roots. I will see by using the quadratic formula ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. I will see the derivation of this formula. Let us you will take the common a x square plus b by a x plus c by a is equal to 0. X square plus b by a x plus c by a is equal to 0. Then if a is transposed, then 0 by a is equal to 0. Now you will see x square plus b by a x plus c by a is equal to 0. X square plus b by a x is equal to minus c by a, then c by a is transposed to right side. We need to find the value of x, then only you have to write the subject as a x, remaining terms you have to write as a another side. You have to write express as a another side. x square plus b by a x is equal to minus c by a. Then here x square is there, here x term is there. Then for this, to get the value of x, you have to change as a perfect square. This one you have to change as a perfect square. Then you will see, normally you know a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. This is also you can write x plus k whole square is equal to any constant. This one also you have to express as a x plus k whole square. Now you will see x square is there, this is nothing but a square. To get the 2ab, already then x is nothing but a, then you required anyway to change the form of a plus b whole square, you required 2. Then only I am taking 2 first. Then you can change the form of the any term, but you unable to change the value of the term. That means here we are taking 2 means, then again you have to divide with 2, multiply divide with 2. There is no change in the value. Into b by a into x is equal to minus c by a. Now this you have to write as a 2ab form. X square plus 2 into x into b by 2a is equal to minus c by a. Do you understand? Then this 2 1 by 2 multiplied with b by a, then b by 2a. Now this is a form of x square plus 2ab. To change the perfect square, then what you require? Plus b square. Then if you that both sides you have to add the b by 2a whole square. Both sides you have to add the b by 2a whole square. Then x square plus 2x into b by 2a plus b by 2a whole square is equal to minus c by a plus b by 2a whole square. What I done? Both sides I added the b by 2a whole square. Now this is a x square plus 2ab plus b square form. Then this one you can write as a plus b whole square. X plus b by 2a whole square is equal to x plus b by 2a whole square is equal to minus c by a plus b square by 4a square, then this value. Then what you can write? X square plus b by 2a whole square is equal to, if you will take 4a square is a LCM, 4a square is a LCM, then 4a minus 4ac plus b square, 4ac plus b square. Then you will write square right side plus b by 2a is equal to root of b square minus 4ac by 4a square. B square minus 4ac by 4a square. Then you can take plus or minus. Then x is equal to, then b by 2a you will transpose to right side. What you will get? Minus b by 2a plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by, then if you will take for the denominator perfect square, then it is become a 2a minus b by a plus or minus of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Now you will take the LCM minus b plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Minus b by 2a plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. If you will take the 2a is a LCM minus b plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Then already I said the quadratic equation has 2 roots, that is only for alpha comma beta are the roots, for alpha comma beta are the roots of the equation. In that x is equal to what already we solved by quadratic formula? Minus b plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. One you will take as a alpha minus b plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. In this alpha is equal to, will take plus, then beta is equal to, will take minus b minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. These are the alpha comma beta roots of the quadratic equation by using the quadratic formula. Let we will see the one example. Find the roots of the quadratic equation x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. X square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. Now this equation you will compare with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. That means coefficients are equal. Already we said x square coefficient is a, x coefficient is b, then c is a constant. Then a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 5, c is equal to 6. A is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 5, c is equal to 6. Then what is the formula? Minus b plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2x is equal. Then minus b means minus of minus plus or minus b square is minus 5 square minus 4 into 1 into 6 by 2a. That is equal to 5 plus or minus 25 minus 24 by 2, that is equal to 5 plus or minus 1 by 2. 5 plus or minus 1 by 2, that you will take this x, 1 is alpha, you will take 5 plus 1 by 2, 5 beta you will take 5 minus 1 by 2, that is equal to 3 comma 2 are the roots of the quadratic equation. 3 comma 2 are the roots of the quadratic equation by using the quadratic formula. Then we will go for the next method, that is a factorization method. Now we will go for the factorization method. Then same problem we will solve by using the factorization method. For example, you will see ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Anyway, you have to shoot this one, you have to expand as a, if you will add any two terms you should get the bx. Then when we multiply that two terms you should get ac x square. Then if you will add any two terms you should get the bx. Then same two terms if you will multiply you should get the ac x square. For same problem we will go, will solve by using the factorization method. You will see x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. What I said, then sum should be in the form of minus 5x. If you will add any two terms you should get minus 5x. Then same two terms if you will multiply you should get the 6x square. Like that you have to take any two terms. To easy way to finding that, first 6 you have to express as a product of the two terms. What way you can write? 1 into 6, 2 into 3. Anyway, minus 1 into 6, minus 1 into minus 6, minus 2 into minus 3. This case we will not take. Minus 1 into 6 you will get the minus 6. Then you should not take this case. 1 into 6, 2 into 3, minus 1 into minus 6, minus 2 into minus 3. You will see any one of the case definitely it satisfies. You will see minus 2 minus 3 if you will add, you will get minus 5x. Then minus 2 into minus 3 plus 6. That means this one you can write minus 2x minus 3x. This you can write minus 2x into minus 3x. This minus 5x you can write as a minus 2x and minus 3x. Then x square minus 2x minus 3x plus 6 is equal to 0. X square minus 2x minus 3x plus 6 is equal to 0. Now you will see if you will add these two terms minus 2x minus 3x minus 5, then same previous equation you will get if you will simplify. In that way you can check whether you expanded in the proper way or not. Now you will see from this you can take x common from this both the terms. If you will take x common from these two terms, x remains, here 2 remains. Minus 3 if you will take again common this 2 you will get the x minus 2. Normally you see this 2 terms is common you will get. Again you will take the common x minus 2, x minus 3 is equal to 0. X minus 2 into x minus 3 is equal to 0. Then here you have to apply the 0 product rule. If a into b is equal to 0, whether a is equal to 0 or b is equal to 0. Means x minus 2 is equal to 0, x minus 3 is equal to 0, then x is equal to 2, x is equal to 3. You will see same in the same answer we got in both the methods. This is a factorization method. Previously how to find out the roots of the quadratic equation by using the quadratic formula. Now we learn the how to find out the roots of the quadratic equation by using the factorization method. Up to here we call that is a factors. Up to here this is the roots or solutions of the quadratic equation. You can check whether it is a correct or not also. If you will 2, you will substitute in this equation, you will get 0. 3, you will substitute in this equation, you will get the 0. Once you will see verification, x square minus 5x plus 6, then f of x is equal to, then f of 2 if you will take 2 square minus 5 into 2 plus 6 is equal to 0, 4 minus 10 plus 6, then 10 minus 10 is equal to 0. If you will substitute in the same way, similarly f of 3 also you will get 0. This is in the trial and error method also we can do this one. In the factor theorem you will get trial and error method. That means for example x minus instead of x, any quadratic equation f of x is equal to 0. Any alpha is satisfying the quadratic equation f of alpha is equal to 0. Then x minus alpha is a factor of the quadratic equation. What we call x minus alpha is a factor of the quadratic equation. By this also you can say f of 2 you are substituting, you are getting 0, f of 3 you are getting 0, then x minus 2 and x minus 3 is a factor of the quadratic equation. Now up to now we learned roots of the quadratic equation by using the quadratic formula and factorization method by using the factor and theorem trial and error method also learned. Then you know the only roots only. If you know the roots, how to find out the quadratic equation is. For example, previously if x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0, then we found the roots of the quadratic equation 2, 3. For in this question you know only roots of the quadratic equation. Roots of the quadratic equation. How to find out the quadratic equation? If you know the roots, then how to find out the quadratic equation? Already we learned alpha comma beta are the roots of the quadratic equation. Why? Because a quadratic equation has 2 roots. A quadratic equation has 2 roots. Now alpha comma beta are the roots means x minus alpha and x minus beta is are the factors of the quadratic equation. Just now we learned f of x is equal to x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. Then f of 2 is equal to you are getting 0. X minus 2 is a factor. X minus 2 is a factor. In the same way, alpha comma beta are the roots of the quadratic equation. For alpha is a root, x minus alpha is a factor. For beta is a root, x minus beta is a factor. Then total expression you can write f of x is equal to product of the two factors only. Product of two linear factors is equal to, you will get the quadratic equation. Then x minus alpha into x minus beta. You will multiply what you will get x square minus x beta minus x alpha plus alpha beta. Then x square minus of alpha plus beta of x plus alpha beta. X square minus of alpha plus beta of x plus alpha beta. Now this is the equation. If you know the roots, you can find out the quadratic equation. For example, you will see 1, 4 are the roots. For alpha is 1, beta is equal to 4. Alpha is equal to 1, beta is equal to 4. Now you know already formula. Then if you know the roots, how to find out the quadratic equation? X square minus of alpha plus beta of x. Alpha is 1, beta is 4. Then 1 into 4 is equal to 0. X square minus 5x plus 4 is equal to 0. X square minus 5x plus 4 is equal to 0. Then this is a quadratic equation by using the roots. If you know the roots, how to find out the quadratic equation.